Good morning, everybody. It's your number one shitlord and meme master supreme Loganopolis, and I wanted to show you something today instead of typing it out. This is a really horrible video, but it's gonna be better than fucking reading. So, I'm not an expert at this game, but I'm kind of figuring some things out, and a lot of what I'm figuring out is based on stuff I know from strategy games. Some stuff in the Warhammer universe kind of taught me how to use your terrain in battle. It's just kind of strategy 101 in any kind of war or war game, and we're going to go over something I have discovered in Sinai on Jupiter. So when you're leveling stuff up, Sinai of course is good for several reasons. You'll see you get 15% XP from kills and 10 XP from melee kills. Now the other thing I know in this game is no matter what you are leveling up, the weapon you're actually using accumulates 75% of the XP, but you're also going to get, I think, 25% XP for the other weapons equipped. So if you got a cannon, you don't even really have to use it if you're trying to level it up. Just the amount of XP you're soaking up from your melee weapon in this level will help you level everything else up. But of course, since you're already getting 15 XP from kills, if you're killing with your gun, that'll level it up quicker if you just use the gun on this level regardless. So that is a thing you want to consider with Sinai. Now I want to go over the terrain advantages in Sinai, specifically what I have been doing with Excalibur. This is not the best way to do this thing perhaps, but it's an effective thing I have found that leveled up fast as shit. The other thing you're going to notice is you want to combine, if you can, your XP boosters, or any boosters with these levels that are made like this, because it does stack. Especially on like the affinity weekends that are coming up here in March, you stacking your XP booster on their XP booster does, double, quadruple, etc., depending on what you're working with. So we're gonna go to pictures. Yay, a slideshow. Isn't that what you fucking wanted this morning? So let's see here. All right, this is what I wanted to point out to you. If we go into Sinai here. So when you're on Sinai, it's like, god damn it, when you're on Sinai, it's like the ultimate taking advantage of the high ground here. There's the cryopod in the middle. And see that son of a bitch up there on top? There's like a tower. And the great thing about that tower is it overlooks everything in this fucking level. Now, with this game in particular, you're going to notice that, let me find the picture, dickheads will come from specific directions in every level. This is no exception, and this is probably the easiest one to point out, because you've got dickheads coming from over here, you got dickheads coming from over here, and then they're coming from over here. They're going to bleed around to the back too, but they're all going to end up at this point. They're all going to wrap around, they're going to come to the cryopod to attack the cryopod. I don't know if it is a bug in the game or something that developers don't give a shit about, but for some reason, even without using Loki's invisibility, they don't really mess with you if you stand up here. And then the other thing I was going to point out with this, in particular with Excalibur, is his, I believe it's called Radial Blind, which is the ability with right bumper and Y. He holds his sword up in the air, and from, what's the word I'm looking for? Line of sight. It fucking blinds people. You see these guys here? See them sparkly things on their face? They're blind. Why does that matter? They can't attack you. Why else does that matter? When they're blind, they take more damage. So basically, you can do one of two things here. You can either stand on top of that point I showed you, hit radial blind, run around, smack them with your weapon. They die quicker that way. You could also do, like I was leveling up my Vectus Prime to be a god killer gun, is that I'll stand up here, I'll wait for them to amass right around that cryopod, radial blind, and I'll sit there and I'll just lazily pick them off with the sniper rifle over and over and over again. That got my gun leveled up real quick, but that's pretty much it. Sinai on Jupiter in a nutshell. That's a fun little trick to take advantage of Sinai and get a lot out of it. So I hope that helps somebody. And hopefully eventually I'll be able to make better videos. I want to get like video capture stuff so I can do that on my Switch. But for now, this is what I got. Hope it helps.